Stop self-sabotage. Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about a powerful force that can hold us back in life. Something we're not aware of, but that can quietly shape our choices, outcomes, and even our actions. Self-sabotage. We often blame the world around us for troubles. Our boss might be the partner, the economy, or even our past. However, as our ancient scriptures teach us, the greatest enemies we face are not external. They are real and enemies within. Lust, anger, greed, envy, and illusion. These internal forces can make us feel really small, insecure, hopeless, and helpless. When we don't take responsibility for our mental and emotional landscape, we sabotage our potential even before we start. By managing our minds and shifting our perspectives, we can overcome these hidden barriers and unlock our true potential. So today, I want to focus on 5 key ways we can see how we self-sabotage and break free from them. The power of negative self-talk, energy leaks, fear of failure, forgiveness, and the inability to ask for help. So number 1, the power of negative self-talk. The way we speak to ourselves is crucial. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, or I'll never succeed? This kind of negative self-talk can be one of the biggest impediments to achieving our goals. If we're unaware, we can be our worst enemy, and when it comes to attaining success especially. Negative self-talk can create a storm of doubts, anxiety, preventing us from moving ahead. So how do we change this negative habit? Take time out daily. Schedule to sit in solitude and listen to the conversation in your mind. Begin to identify how often you talk negatively about yourself and make a note of it. When you observe your tendencies to doubt or criticize yourself, you will create more space between those thoughts, disrupting the unconscious patterns of negative self-chatter. Once we are familiar with this exercise, we can begin to reframe our doubts and self-criticisms and create that space for possibilities. As the only species to be gifted the power of discrimination, we can filter out with our awareness what is negative and what we selectively want to serve us. When you hear yourself saying something like, I won't get a suitable partner, or I won't get that promotion, rephrase the same sentence to say, I have not found a partner yet, or I have the potential to be promoted. This realignment of the same issue allows you the opportunity to work harder towards achieving your goal. Positivity, which is the outcome of this exercise, not only gives you hope, but reinstalls confidence in taking the requisite steps to reach the goal. Go one step further and consciously replace self-criticism with affirmations like, I'm worthy, I can do this, or I'm capable of growth, to rewire our brains for success. Our brain has the power of neuroplasticity, and we can, with enough practice, overwrite these previous neural pathways and patterns. Over time, these affirmations become a part of our subconscious, transforming our behavior. Through meditation, we can learn to witness our thoughts and apply the faculty of discrimination to determine which thoughts to keep, which thoughts to let go of. We can save immense energy by not getting entangled with every thought that comes our way. Number 2, energy leaks. The second way we sabotage ourselves is by unconsciously depleting our energy levels. We all have dreams, goals, aspirations, but too often we allow all sorts of distractions to drain our energy and allow our focus to shift away from our priorities and goals. If we're constantly exhausted or scattered, we may struggle to take meaningful action towards our goals. Along with our attention slipping, we also lose time, credibility, and opportunities. To break free from this, we need to cultivate a mental discipline. We need to achieve this by following easy steps. First, make a list prioritizing your goals with a defined deadline. Focus on your goals with a sense of urgency and determination. Make a plan and action steps for each goal in great detail. For example, if you want that promotion, think of all the ways you could possibly secure it and start working towards that. Identify the energy leaks that we allow into our lives each day, which distract us from reaching our goals and drain our energy. For example, wasting a lot of time at work chatting with coworkers, or not able to say no to people who bring in their personal issues to work. Or it could be late night binge watching television. Just learn to say no to people and situations that are time wasting and irrelevant. When we do that, our yeses become more powerful and we command respect. We save time for important issues and tasks. Start incorporating meditation or pranayama into your daily schedule to quiet the mind, enhance clarity, and consolidate your energy. As the mind and body are closely linked, pay attention to the nurturing of your body and mind with energy sources like sleep, healthy food, exercise, meditation to be at your optimum. Number 3, the fear of failure. It's imperative to keep our mind anchored in the present moment so that we can face our fears, reframe them, and then embrace them. Often our past conditioning, mistakes, disappointments, even regrets hold us back as we fear a repeated failure and judgment. But holding on to this history only keeps us stuck in the past, sabotaging our present and hindering us from moving forward. But here's the truth. Failure is a part of success. Every successful person has failed countless times. The key is not avoiding failure, but embracing it as a lesson. When we stop seeing failure as a reflection of our worth and instead see it as an opportunity to grow and to learn from, we can start taking risks without fear. We need to bring perspective to our failure and incorporate it as a part of our success strategy so that we can quickly move on if we don't achieve our targets that way, the way we planned. If we allow ourselves to fail and grow from it, we build resilience and confidence that will serve us far better than any illusion of perfection. Forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves and others. Forgiveness isn't about condoning bad behavior. It's about choosing to free yourselves from the emotional weight of the past. It's about choosing yourself over something that is past, gone, and dead. It's not easy at all, but when we see it from a long-term perspective, it's like wearing wet sneakers and running the marathon. You will move, but with heavy steps, remain burdened, and will have to expend a lot more energy to keep pace. Just like others, we make mistakes and have to forgive ourselves and learn to move on. We have to remind ourselves that we are a work in progress. What wisdom teaches us is that we can learn from past mistakes and be conscious not to repeat them. If we don't harbor blame and guilt, which keeps us feeling small and in victimhood, we can feel free from within. Barring violence, we have to learn to let go, forgive others, or else we carry the negative impressions and make them the villains for life. When we don't like something someone does, we have to have the courage to tell them how it made us feel. We need to let them know it didn't sit well with us, and then leave it to them to accept, incorporate, or reject your inputs. As long as we hold on to our grudges and feelings of guilt, we stay tethered to old stories that no longer serve us. We, in essence, let a bad tenant occupy a very precious mental real estate. We need to know how to evict them and be free. By practicing forgiveness, we can finally release past impressions, negative emotions that pull us down and step into an empowered, free version of ourselves. Number 5, the importance of asking for help. One of the ways we sabotage ourselves is by avoiding or refusing to ask for help. Whether it's our pride or fear of judgment or past negative experiences, we avoid seeking support. One of the main reasons we don't ask for assistance is due to our fear of being judged, looking incompetent, or even foolish by other people. But here's the truth. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to ask for assistance. We all need a GPS from time to time, and it helps us navigate better when we ask someone who has already done it before us. Asking for assistance can allow us to share in another's wisdom, their experiences, alternate perspectives, or even angles to the same situation we are facing. Wisdom teaches us that when we can recognize our ego and move it aside, we can reduce the separation we feel between others, allowing for better connection with them. Feeling safe, we are able to feel more at home asking for help. How to overcome asking for help? To cultivate this practice to ask for help, we need to observe what stops us from doing it. Sit with yourself and start watching your thoughts. Is it a past event that you're holding on to? Is there a negative emotion you have attached to that event like shame or disapproval? Identify it, make a note of it, and have a conversation with yourself and remind yourself, when others have also sought your advice, how did it make you feel? Meditation will help you feel that inner safety and empathy towards others. It will begin to relax the ego, which creates the distance between you and others. We can take a broader view and see that life is impermanent and so short. So how do we want to spend our time here on this planet? Cultivate a practice of meditation as it enhances confidence in us, as well as empathy and connection with other people. This enables us to feel freer to connect with others and ask for assistance, seek guidance with others. By seeking guidance from others, whether it's a mentor, a coach, or simply a friend, we can move faster, avoid unnecessary mistakes, and see how new perspectives can be incorporated. So don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. It's one of the most powerful tools for growth and expansion. Honing this characteristic lends itself to making us feel safe and surrounded with love and acceptance. To stop self-sabotage and unlock our true potential, we need to 1. Change our negative self-talk and reframe our dialogues to positive affirmations. Number 2, focus your energy and prioritize what matters most. Make a list of those goals with detail and a definitive timeline. Learn to do breath work and meditation to consolidate that energy. Number 3, embrace failure as a learning opportunity and a component of success. Number 4, let go of the past by practicing forgiveness and releasing old wounds. Number 5, ask for help when we need it, knowing that it's a courageous action that can help us move more efficiently towards our goals and enhance growth. When we take responsibility for our thoughts, emotions, and our actions, we begin to align with our highest potential. So let's stop getting in our own way. Let's stop the cycle of self-sabotage and step into our greatness.